2 hours to my destination in Sacramento at the ECO Thrift. I love ECO Thrift, but I haven't been to this location in over a year. So, we'll see what we find. I'll let you know. Okay, so that was a complete bust. I'm just too spoiled to pay those kind of prices. So I had a few things in my cart and I just couldn't do it, especially knowing that there is a Bins location that is just a few miles from here. But you know, I can always come back, and there is another ECO Thrift also here in Sacramento that I'm going to check out. I bought one thing and it was 75% off. So it was a pair of Lululemon pants. They had them priced at $37, so I still paid $10 for these. I don't even like paying $10, but of course I wasn't going to pay. They had another pair for $37 also, and that's just insane. That's not thrift store pricing to me. Does not leave me enough margin for reselling. So I'm gonna check out the Bins. I have been to this one before. I don't remember it being that great, but it is not far. So fingers crossed on that one. We'll see. Okay, it's really hot. I'm not gonna last long. So, okay, so I went to the Bins. Here's what I spent. $3.85. So that shows you how good it was. It's packed. There's a lot of people in there, a lot of competition. And I'm starving, so I'm going to go get something to eat, and then I will decide whether to go to the ECO Thrift or come back here. So I got a few things. I got this Janie and Jack little girl's dress. You know, won't sell for much, but it's a good brand. This, I kept looking it over because it was one of the Bins that had been already, you know, gone through. But it's a Robert Graham men's dress shirt, and it doesn't look bad. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't know why it was passed over. Sometimes I wonder. It's got these, you know, cute little cuffs and the contrast inside. So, I mean, if nothing else, that was a great pickup. Just a little top from J. Jill. A bra from Cacique. A big girl bra. These always sell well for me. And this one is in really great condition. And then a little vintage cami. So that was all I got. But like I said, I paid less than $4 for all of those, including the Robert Graham shirt. So, I can't make up my mind if I want to just go eat. I will decide after I eat. Maybe I will be thinking more clearly after that. So I'm going to go eat and maybe come back, or else I will hit the other ECO Thrift. We'll see. Okay, so now we're back home and we can assess what I got this weekend. And I will tell you, I'm very, I guess, disappointed that I didn't get more. I really just didn't. By the time I found the best spot, I didn't have enough time to really shop. So if I were to go back again, I would start at the one that I finished with. So I'll give you my review at the end, but let's take a look at what I picked up that I haven't shown you that was at the last ECO Thrift. It's the ECO Thrift that is right off of Highway 99. I cannot remember what street it's on, but if you're looking at the map, it's right off 99 in Sacramento. There's my cat. Time out. So if you're not familiar with ECO Thrift, they do a color system where some colors are regular price, and then some colors are 25% off, some colors are 50%, and then some are 75% off. So of course, it's always my goal to find those 75% off items because their prices are kind of high for regular price. So I really look for the ones that are 75% off. But I will show you, I did buy a few things that were regular priced, and I'll put in some of the unbelievable prices that you know, they'd have like J. Crew marked up to $20 some, and that's just not realistic. But I did buy a couple things for myself. You know, when you're not finding anything to sell, I'm like, you know what, I'll just buy some stuff for myself. So this is just a Nicole Miller, just a white little pop over top. I just thought this was cute for summertime, and I paid $5.25 for it, and it was not discounted. And then I just got a little navy blue t-shirt from J. Crew, and it was $4, and it was 25% off that. So better than nothing. And then of course, always I get confused and can't remember what ones are the sale prices. And so I ended up with, like, I don't know how many items in my cart that were that were orange tagged, which is no sale, no at all, no discount, instead of the pink tag, which was the ones that were 75% off. So halfway through, I'm like, oh, it's the orange, but it was actually the pink. So this one I did pay regular price for too, because it is Rami Brook, or Rami Brook, I don't know how you say it. But it's just a basic t-shirt in like a kind of olivey green, and they only wanted $6.50 for it, so I thought that was cheap enough for reselling, because it is a very expensive brand. Next, let's see, the ones that I got for, let's see, green tag was 50% off, and I think, see, I can't remember even now. So this is one of the Disney Spirit jerseys, which I saw somewhere about these, so I just grabbed it because I heard that they are worth, you know, that you can do well with these. So I did get this one, and it is a green plaid, and I paid $8.50, and then I believe 50% off of that, or 25% off of that, whichever one it was. I can't remember. See, that's my memory. Okay, I think blues were 25% off. So that last one was a 50 because it was green. And so I think the blues are 25% off. So this one I paid 25% off of $6.50, and it's Maison Scotch, which I think is Scotch and soda. Just a blue, it's like a sweatshirt material with sequined sleeves and then buttons down the back, which I thought that was definitely a decent price for that brand. It's a little bit faded, but it's a good brand. This brand I did not know at all, and a little tip for you: if you see the dry cleaning tag, usually if somebody is dry cleaning a sweatshirt, it's probably a decent brand. So the brand is called Adam Lips, and I think it's a great brand. It's just a black sweatshirt with kind of a poof sleeve at the shoulders, and it was $6.50, and then 25% off of that. And I only had time to look in tops and shoes and a little bit of the like pajama section, because I just, it is huge. It is so big, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And I had already been, this is the end of my day, I'd already been to I'd been to the Bins for a while, and then the other ECO Thrift and the Drive, Sacramento, you know, it's not close to each other, so I was tired. So this was $4.29 and then 25% off. And it is just a black velvet wrap top with rhinestone cuffs. And the brand is Tadashi Neiman Marcus. So I didn't look up comps, but I just thought it was nice enough, kind of a classic little jacket top look, that it was worth that price. Okay, so that's all the stuff that I got for 50% off and 25% off. These I got all for 75% off. So they are 75% off the price, which is the way to go at ECO Thrift because their prices are high. So this is just a Madewell cream colored top. They wanted $12.99 for it, for just a basic, you know, white rib top, but I paid 75% off of that. I'm not gonna do the math, maybe I'll put it up here. So 75% off that. This I was shocked at, but it is a Lily Pulitzer and it is the newer tag, the cursive writing one. And it is a white pop over top in like a velour, but it is so soft. It is incredibly soft. And it was 75% off of $13. In fantastic, like new. It doesn't look like it's ever been worn. And it's so soft. But it is not their, you know, what they're known for, which is probably why they don't have it marked up. Next is just a plain t-shirt from J. Jill, but like I said, if they were 75% off, and a decent brand, I just picked it up. So this was $6.50 and then 75% off, just a J. Jill Pima cotton blue long sleeve tee. This one is from Bowden and it was $5.29 and then 75% off, just a little wrap patterned top. That's cute. And then another basic t-shirt. This was from Everlane. And it was they went $15.99 for this regular price, but it was 75% off, so I picked it up. And then lastly, so it's kind of disappointing, this little trip. This was another J. Jill piece that was $6.49 and then 75% off that. And it's just a black and blue striped top. And so now we can, oh, and I picked up these shoes. The brand is called Riker, R-I-E-K-E-R. And I've sold this brand before. I think they're from Germany. And they're, you know, they're different. They're just a little lace up. But I saw the leather and the style, and surprisingly, these sell pretty well for me. And this brand usually sells pretty quickly for me. Oh no, the zipper works fine. Okay, so these are the things that I picked up at the bins, which I think kind of showed you to begin with. But this is the Robert Graham button front shirt, and I cannot figure out why this wasn't taken, because I paid less than $1 for this. I paid less than $4 total for all these from the bins. If it wouldn't have been so crowded, I would have stayed longer. Just a little Janie and Jack girls dress, a cacique, I think I showed you these already, cacique bra, a vintage cami, and a top from J. Jill. You know, I just threw it in there too. And then the only thing that I got from the other Eco Thrift was a pair of Lululemon pants, because they were $36.99 but 75% off. But the prices, oh my goodness, the prices at that Eco Thrift were so high. It was ridiculous. So I don't know how you guys think I did. I think I did okay. I don't know that I would really make a point to go back to Sacramento when I can go to the bins in Stockton and I can go to the Hayward Eco Thrift. I don't know, the one by 99 and the one in Hayward, I would say tie. The one in Citrus Heights, I really, you know, I found one thing. So, and it was so crowded and it was just a Thursday afternoon. So yeah, so my number one pick was the 99 Eco Thrift off of 99. Number two, I guess, would have been the bins there on, not the, oh, I can't remember if it was the one on day. It was the one near Citrus Heights. Not the other one. I only went to one of the bins locations. And then my last pick was at Citrus Heights Eco Thrift, which I have done okay there before, but on this trip, it was just not good. But I think I was thinking too much about what I was missing at the bin, so I wasn't really wanting to take the time, and it was super crowded. So anyway, that is my Sacramento trip. If you know other stores in Sacramento, I don't go there very often, so it's not like I'm gonna be, you know, going to your spots. But when I'm in the area, do you have a favorite of yours that you like to go to when you're in Sacramento? Let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.